All right. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is the Super Bowl edition of Talking Sports and More with Maurice. And damn it, got a special guest in the building. My player partner, one of my closest friends. His name is Leo. In the building, and I've seen him before. Now, I'm gonna let the cat out the bag, if you will. I'm gonna jump right into it. We got two of the best teams in the NFL. There's no Cinderella. There's no, like I said before, it's like, oh my God, I can't believe this team made it. The Eagles, to me, was the best team in the NFC. The Kansas City Chiefs, the best team in the AFC. So, it should be a slobber knocker, and I gotta be honest with you. I'm rolling with the Eagles today. The Andy Reid Bowl. That's what this is. The Andy Reid Bowl. I got the Eagles. I feel like Jalen Hurts, if he wasn't injured towards the end of the season, he could be the MVP of the league. Now, Pat Mahomes, MVP, there's no argument about that. His stats proved that, backed it up. But I understand you feel a little differently about today's game.
Absolutely. My problem is who do the Eagles really play? The Cowboys. They played the Giants. They played teams that barely made the playoffs, that barely had a defense. Yeah, the Eagles look great. I mean, I'd look great against the Cowboys defense as well. I mean, at the end of the day, they're not putting pressure on Jalen Hurts. Now, Kansas City's defense, they're going to bring the pressure. They have the defensive backs to hold them at bay. I just don't see the Eagles putting up more than 17 points.
Now, I understand what you're saying. Especially in the playoffs. They're the number one seed, so had to bye. They faced the Giants, Daniel Jones, not a threat of any
Mr.
sorts.
Mr. Turnover.
Any
basically.
sorts. You run into a game where the 49ers lost all their quarterbacks. In the second half, did they even attempt a pass attempt? So that game was a little awkward for us with the 49ers. It's just unfortunate incident that, both quarterbacks got knocked out early in the game. Pretty much rolled out the red carpet for the Eagles to go to the Super Bowl. So I do understand, like, hey, who have the Eagles played? Especially in the playoffs. But I get that. But the body of work, especially on the defense, the front line, they got 70 sacks this year. It's bananas. They know how to put pressure on quarterbacks. The Achilles heel of the Chiefs, the reason why they lost the Buccaneers was their offensive line. But damn it, you got me really thinking that the Chiefs can't pull it out today.
I do. I feel like Pat Mahomes is going to show why he could be the new GOAT. I feel like he could really show today the difference between mediocre and actual elite offense. Like, he doesn't need Tyreek Hill. He's got the weapons around him. He's got Kelsey alone. Yeah, I mean, honestly, they don't even need Tyreek. If they had Tyreek, it would be an OP team right now at this point. But they don't even need Tyreek. It just goes to show that the reason why they won was Pat Mahomes. At the end of the day, he's the one that was the orchestrator of the comeback against the 49ers. When we played them in the Super Bowl, he was the reason why they won. And I feel like today he's gonna prove why he's in the conversation of being an elite quarterback.
It's all about quarterback play. I've been preaching this all season long. And as far as with the quarterback play, Pat Mahomes, he's the best quarterback in the league, hands down. It should be no argument about Burrow, Allen, especially Lamar Jackson. Forget about that guy. What happened to that guy?
I feel like they gave him the RG3 treatment, like back in the day, you know what I'm talking about. I mean, he can't carry the whole team on his back. I mean, come on, man. They should have been handing the ball off more. That man cannot run 10 to 15 times a game and expect to make it to the end of the season.
Long term, you look at it like, how long will he last? Prove this season, he didn't last that long. So that style of play is only good. It's a window.
Right.
But you have Jalen Hurts and Pat Mahomes that can do it all. Not just They can run when they want to run, when it's time to run, when it's convenient for run. You know what? I feel like running, they can do that. But you look at Jalen Hurts, a traditional quarterback in the pocket, but also has mobility.
Yep.
Pat Mahomes can make magic happen. At any given I seen him throw the ball southpaw.
Yep.
It's like the most dangerous quarterback in the NFL. Damn, did I pick the Eagles?
You did. Unfortunately. At the end of the day, both of these guys are showing that there's a new script when it comes to quarterbacks. You know, Trey Lance was supposed to be in this conversation, but he's also unfortunately, another example of what happens when you overwork somebody like RG3. You know, a Shanahan offense, which, you know, I totally disagreed with, having him run between the tackles. It's a little crazy. You know, if you're going to scramble, you're going to bootleg, that's cool. I don't see the Eagles getting pressure on Pat Mahomes just because he can scramble. He can get out of the pocket. He can make any throw, any angle. It doesn't matter if it's sidearm, underarm. It doesn't matter. He's gonna make that. He's gonna make that throw. And him and Kelsey have that chemistry like Kittle and Purdy had. So I mean,
Purdy, not Jimmy. What? Damn,
Jimmy. Man,
what?
I'm the biggest Jimmy hater there is, dude. Like,
what?
How can we? At the end of the day, the 49ers had closer games than they should have because he only averages 4.3 yards down the field at a time. As soon as we had a quarterback that could throw the ball beyond 10 yards, we were the best offense in the league. Pat Mahomes didn't even have anything on us at that point. The 49ers had the best offense in the league when we had a quarterback that could throw the ball more than 5 yards.
Let's switch gears for a little bit. Okay, we already know the Super Bowl. We already made the picks. You already know what's happening. But what's happening next season? So, do you prefer Brock Purdy over Trey Lance?
Absolutely.
But damn.
It's only because at the end of the day,
the hell?
At the end of the day, it's all about Big Cock Brock, man. Big Cock Brock, man. You got to think about it. This guy stands in the pocket. Trey looked scared in the pocket, man. He's looking around. He's doing the Jeff Garcia shuffle feet. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, Brock Purdy looks comfortable. He never looked like he was flustered. He always had the confidence to come back out and make another play, even if he made a bad play.
Now, I was right here in the farm den. Right here in the farm den, where it all went down. Miami Dolphins, 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo rolled out. I mean, he should have did anything else but he got tackled. 2 defensive linemen on him. Broke his foot. When I looked at Brock Purdy on the sideline, the camera zoomed in on him. He looked like he was ready to go. I told wife, like, damn, like his mindset, because normally when you see a quarterback, like, oh shit, they looking at their wristband.
Like how Johnson looked when he came out after Brock got hurt.
Look at my wristband on right. You know what plays I'm gonna call.
Make sure I'm reading this correctly. Yeah, no, he knew.
Yeah.
He was ready.
And when he got in there, he looked like he belonged there.
Yep.
He didn't look like the last pick of the draft. He didn't look like a third string quarterback. He did not look like that. It was, and I'm like, okay. Then he had another game. I'm like, okay, let's wait to see what he does when he go to Seattle. Let's see how he performs on the road in hostile territory. And I said, damn, he's special. He's very special. So I understand, like, what could happen as far as with next season. Let them battle it out and let the best man win.
Hey, Trey's got a better arm. He's got more mobility. But at the end of the
seen
day,
a lot more from Purdy. A lot more body of work. And we liked it. We liked it.
Confidence. That's the thing that he does not lack is confidence. You know, he makes a mistake. He goes to the sideline. He looks pissed off. Jimmy G made a mistake. He's on the sideline smiling, doing that BS, bro. Like, you might as well just go to the Jets, bro. You want to go be like Mr. Broadway over there? Go to the Jets, dude. Go over there. Go play with Salah. You know, do your thing. I mean, absolutely, I have plenty of respect for him, for Salah, but at the end of the day, like, Jimmy G was smiling and laughing when we were losing. Like,
so he officially got his bag bags packed for real this time.
Oh yeah.
For real this time. He's not gonna.
Shanahan already said he's done.
So when you look at it like, well, shit, if we knew Brock was gonna be like this, we would have been there got rid of Jimmy.
Yep.
And maybe we could have got something for him. So maybe we will, but we understand that number 10 no longer will be able to play for the 49ers. I don't have a problem with that. I'm just like you. I mean, well, shit. I feel a little bit more comfortable knowing that Jimmy G was still on the roster.
I'm over that Jeff Garcia dump down the Gore play. You know, I'm tired of him just dumping it off, just doing a little check down. When obviously you got guys, I mean, there was plenty of times where Kittle's doing this and Jimmy missed him, dude. I mean, you see Brock, he's going number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. Okay, let me look. Okay, boom. And he makes a strike.
It seemed like Brock went through his progressions.
He understands the offense better, I think. He understands the offense.
Down the field shots was very impressive.
Our
Now, you got
offense
two
is-
Niner fans. What you thought this was going to turn into?
For real, at the end of the day, I mean,
We understand the Eagles and Chiefs are in the Super Bowl, but damn it, it's a lot to get out on the table for us with the state of the franchise of the 49ers. Their quarterback position right now, it's in the air. I think they should go ahead and like battle it out.
let it work. Yeah. Let it work. At the end of the day, the 49ers are literally a cornerback away from being ultimately elite. Every single area of the defense, the defensive line, we got Pro Bowlers all the way across if you really break it down.
Across the board.
We got elite linebackers. Okay, we might lose, we're not going to have the same 3 that we had before. We'll probably lose either Greenlaw or Alshire. We'll probably lose
Alshire and Jimmy, maybe. Alshire and Jimmy.
Jimmy
maybe.
Ward's probably not coming back. He's already kind of made that pretty clear. But imagine we make a trade, or we pick somebody up in the draft that's elite, an elite free safety in the 2nd or 3rd round. You look at an elite cornerback. All of a sudden, you seen what Sauce Gardner did, man. He's elite. He's proved he's elite.
Yeah.
We could pick somebody up in the draft that would make us unstoppable defensive wise. We're already number 1 defense. Imagine adding, on the 2nd level, another linebacker that's elite and a cornerback that's elite, even a nickel cornerback that's elite. And at the end of the day, we're unstoppable, dude. Our defense is number 1 for a reason.
Offense, CMC, Debo, Kittle, IU. And then you have Jawan Jennings. You have, what was a disappointment to me about the Niners offense is as far as with their health. So you had our running back position, like, okay, Elijah Mitchell, he was supposed to have been the go-to guy, but it didn't come to fruition. He didn't even play in the Eagles game. Right? So that's, you don't want him to turn into a Raheem Mostert.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Absolutely.
But you like the talent. And as far as with the 49ers talent, you brought up the defense. Everything is on point with the defense. It can't continue on to next season. But as far as with the offense, we should be top 5.
Absolutely. But you don't forget that the 49ers also have 2 rookies on their offensive line that are only going to get better with experience. At the end of the day, you got 2 22-year-old kids out there blocking elite guys. I mean, we're talking guys that have been in the league for 5+ years that are elite pass rushers, and we gave up the least sacks in the league this year.
We did play Dallas. What happened to Michael Parsons and all that? We did play some defenses in the playoffs. How about them Cowboys?
At the end of the day, the Cowboys are only as good as they say they are. And at the end of the day, on paper, what have you done? Losing the first round? Oh, you guys finally won one. Everybody was so happy. Congratulations, Cowboys. You guys finally won one in the playoffs after the last how many years now? I mean, come on. As long as you guys have Jerry Jones as an owner, you guys will never get anywhere. His talent search is pretty much trash. The only reason why they did anything was because of that Herschel Walker trade back in the 90s. Think about it, man. That's how they got Michael Irvin. That's how they got Aikman. That's how they got everybody. It was that Herschel Walker trade, man. At the end of the day, like, the Cowboys wouldn't have been shit without that.
Damn.
Think about it. Think about it. They got 4 Pro Bowlers in that trade. What were the Cowboys going to do if they kept Herschel Walker? Think about it.
I agree. I think that the stigma, or you have to understand that just because Dallas Cowboys, America's team, automatically, no, you have to play. You have to play the game.
You got to win to be America's team because America's number one. At the end of the day, if you lose every year, you might as well just call yourself China's team. That's what I'm saying. You might as well just be China's team, man. Come on.
Because I figure like this: if that's America's team, then I'm not American. You know, my values are different. You know, the integrity is different. And when you think of Dallas, you think of disappointment. You think of how you feel emotionally tied to a team that continually disappoints you because they give you false hope. First of all, they're just a basic average team to begin with. But
don't forget, his name is Dakota Prescott. His name's actually Rain Dakota Prescott.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Dak is just, that just shows his shame in his own name, man. Come on.
There's no difference between Romo and Dakota.
Ooh.
There's no difference. The hype. Maybe the dating scene is different.
Ooh.
Because you got Jessica Simpson.
At least.
All in the booth with the pink jersey.
She lost. Every time she showed up, they lost. I remember that one. I mean,
so now you
I can't support a racist, man. I can't support Jerry Jones. I mean, we all seen the picture of Jerry Jones.
He was there.
He was there.
He was there.
He was there.
Not to be nosy. He was there not to make sure no colored folks.
Yeah, he was being an enforcer, bro. Come on, man. At the end of the day, you want to own a team that's mostly African American, and you're gonna sit here and I mean, what, dude? We're not your pawns to use when you feel like it, man.
Maybe the owners look at them like horses.
That's even worse.
Horses, who can run fast? Who can do this the most? But anyway, that's a whole different.
That'd be an Al Davis. That'd be an Al Davis.
Whole
mentality.
different video. Thank you so much for tuning in to my Super Bowl edition. Eagles fly. Chiefs Kingdom over here.
Chiefs all the way, only because I can't support a team that hasn't beat anybody legitimate this year. So, I think today the Eagles defense is they're either gonna have to flourish or they're gonna choke. And at the end of the day, I don't see the MVP falling short.
All right. Thank you for blessing the set
Absolutely.
once again. Bang, bang, down again.